Quotes from Richard Sibbes. From the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. No sin is so great, but the satisfaction of Christ and His mercies are greater. It is beyond comparison. Fathers and mothers in tenderest affections are but beams and trains to lead us upwards, to the infinite mercy of God in Christ. Second quote. It is good to divert our sorrow for other things to the root of all, which is sin. Let our grief run most in that channel, that is sin-bred grief, so grief may consume sin. Third quote. Let weak Christians know that a spark from heaven, though kindled under green wood that sobs and smokes, yet it will consume all at last. Fourth quote. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine, words expressing the wondrous comfort, joy, and contentment the Church now had in Christ. Having her heart inflamed with love unto Him, upon His manifesting of Himself to her soul. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine, He feedeth among the lilies. There is a mutual intercourse and vicissitude, of claiming interest betwixt Christ and His Church. I am Christ's, and Christ is mine. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. Fifth quote. Christ visits His Church with more abundant comfort than ever before. Now, the Church cannot hold, my beloved is mine, and I am His, and Christ cannot hold, but falls into a large commendation of His spouse, back again. Sixth quote. There is the like case of the spouse in Christ, by night on my bed I sought Him. The Church sought Christ not only by day, but by night, I sought Him whom my soul loved. Though she wanted Him, yet her soul loved Him constantly. Though a Christian soul have not present communion with Christ, yet he may truly say, my soul loves Him, because he seeks Him diligently and constantly in the use of all the means. Seventh quote. I am my beloved's, and my beloved Himself is mine. And indeed nothing else will content a Christian's heart. He would not care so much for heaven itself, if he had not Christ there. Eighth quote. In the new covenant, God works both parts, His own and our parts too. Our love to Him, our fear of Him, our faith in Him, He works all, even as He shows His own love to us. Ninth quote. If God love us thus, what must we do? Meditate upon His love. Let our hearts be warmed with the consideration of it. Let us bring them to that fire of His love. 10th quote. Christ is familiar to my soul, and I to Christ. He discovers Himself to me in the secret of His love, and I discover myself to Him in prayer and meditation, opening my soul to Him upon all occasions. God's children have a spirit of prayer, which is a spirit of fellowship, and talks as it were, to God in Christ. It is the language of a newborn Christian. He cries to his Father. There is a kind of familiarity between him and his God in Christ, who gives the entrance and access to God. 11th quote. He is mine, and I am His. The one is a glass to the other. Christ sees Himself in me, I see myself in Him. For this is the issue of spiritual love, especially, that it breeds likeness and resemblance of the party loved in the soul that loveth. For love frameth the soul to the likeness of the party loved. I am His, I resemble Him. I am His, I have given myself to Him. I carry His picture and resemblance in my soul, for they are words of mutual conformity. Christ, out of love, became like me in all things, wherein I am not like the devil, that is, sin excepted. 12th quote. A true Christian soul that hath yielded up its consent to Christ, when it is beaten in the world, vexed and turmoiled, it can rely on this, I have yet a loving husband, yet I have Christ. Thanks.